Hi, I am Mary Mazur. This is Change Your Funk to Fun. This talk today is the easiest way to connect with love is through cycles. So what we're going to be learning today is to allow yourself to evaluate yourself, reflect a bit about how your life is doing. How are you doing? Those are really great questions to ask yourself. And then how connected are you to true love, true unconditional love? Yes, exactly. And our intent here is to inspire you today so that you can easily connect to the love of who you are. Because at the highest level, you actually are love. Yes, you are. You are pure love and light. You are actually a divine aspect of oneness, divinity that chose to come here on earth. And thank goodness many of us are waking up to this now. Most of us were not taught this at all when we came into this life. Yep, not at all. I know I sure wasn't. And I bet you probably felt that way too. And the gift is we are living in this absolutely magical, amazing, life expansive lifetime in this lifetime, exactly here. And guess what? If you can just imagine, you actually volunteered to come. Yes, we did. We actually said, yes, I want to live right now, wait, with all these massive changes happening here on earth with Mother Gaia and with each one of us, with our humanness and with our beingness and in our doingness. So these are the things we're here. We moved from the age of the Pisces to the age of Aquarius. And with the age of Aquarius, these next 1,000 years and more is an air sign, and it's we're meant to actually be flowing. So the theme here today will be about allowing yourself to flow, allow yourself to connect easily with the love of who you are. And we're going to be using cycles, or using rhythms, using aspects within you that actually can help bring a bit of structure for you, and almost give you like stepping stones. If what we can do, we can offer for that. Does that sound good? Yay. Good. And we're going to be using the universal law of rhythm. So that actually is going to be helping us here too, to more easily connect with the love of who we are. Yes. So the first thing we'll do is just ask yourself, how am I? How am I feeling right now? How are things going? And if you have time, it'd be great if you can get a journal out and actually start writing some of this stuff down, because it's really actually neat to capture it and let yourself express in this way. The other idea is just listen to it now, re-listen to this again, and then have yourself do that. You can also talk to a friend too, but let's just say you're going to actually write it down. So you get to open up time for yourself and allow yourself to reflect a little bit. So the first most important thing you can do is to check in with how you're doing, and be really real, be brutally honest with yourself. And it's okay however you're feeling or whatever is going on. Okay, many of us are going through a lot of challenging times right now. Absolutely. I know, even myself, I had a whole bunch of energy moving through me today. I almost felt like I was going to throw up. And I thought that was really interesting and fascinating. And then the gift is with this, I was able to connect with my love within me, ground myself, center and align with myself, breathe, and then it passed, which was actually pretty amazing. So you might be feeling a lot more in your body. You might be noticing a lot more things, and more yucky stuff might be coming up. That is actually very true. And it actually could, and it might be for many of us here. If you can let yourself know that if whatever shows up, even the really, really yucky stuff or crappy stuff, it's actually here for you. It really is, even if it's really, some of us are really going through some really tough times. And my heart goes out to you if you are. Absolutely. And let yourself breathe. Let yourself know that you can move through this. So that's another piece of this, is that let yourself flow again. Let yourself connect to the love of who you are, connect to your knowingness, your beingness. And I love to say it's your spiritual aspect of you. It's actually your true essence of who you are. It's actually who you really are. Yes, you are a divine being here that has this human form. And we agreed to have these personalities and to embody the beliefs from our parents and our culture and society. And most of those beliefs are subconscious or unconscious, where we're not even aware of what the beliefs we have or what's actually running the show. Yes, because all the beliefs in the subconscious mind help us become habitual creatures. The good thing is hey, we have really good ones, like, hey, I know how to walk, so I never have to go relearn that every day or every morning. Knowing how to breathe very easily. My heart knows how to function well, and all my cells in my body moving things, right? Excellent. All these pieces. This is your subconscious mind operates everything in your body system, and it's an automatic program that your system continues to use. And a good question to ask yourself, okay, what might be some of my subconscious beliefs that might be limiting me frustrating me, making me feel like I have a challenge or overwhelm, bitterness, anger, things like that. These are really huge pieces. So when you ask yourself, how are things now? Let whatever comes up. What is bothering you right now? What are you afraid of? That's a big one. There's a lot of energy with lack and scarcity that is clearing right now. Even I'm feeling that too. So my parents, I was one of 12 kids. So there was a lot of times where they were really stressed about money. And I embodied those beliefs about what my parents were scared about not having enough or being not having enough to provide for the family. And it's actually in our cellular makeup. Yes. And we'll be talking throughout this talk too that there are tools, powerful, effective tools that can help you. PSYCH-K is one of my favorite. I've been using it for the last 15 years. And I'm also creating new material called Find Your Sacred Way. So we'll be talking a bit about both of those here today. And find what works for you. Breath work is beautiful. I love breath work, sound bowl healings, plant medicines. People even using therapy and counseling is at least a beginning step for awareness. The key comes in is you want to make sure you make the changes to the subconscious level of the mind. And that's where, at least I'll just share what I believe is that PSYCH-K is one of the top ones that actually does it so quickly and so gently. And it's long lasting, and it's miraculous. It's one of the most precious gifts on this planet. So and if you are nudged to come learn this, we'll talk more about the end of what you can do to help yourself with having that. And if you don't know PSYCH-K, hey, we're going to help you with still becoming aware of things that are going on with you and letting you start working with yourself with this, because you really can. And you have the wisdom within you. If you can just imagine, you have this unconditional love presence of you, connected with oneness, with divinity. Many may call God, Abba, lots of names for source consciousness. That you are actually an aspect of. You really are. And it's time for you to really wake up to it and to fully connect into it and to let this part of you live here as you. And that's what we are being called to do. And we invite you for that. I love having that part of me. In fact, as the shows come on, my spirit name is Mahana. So I'm going to be asking to be called Mahana here pretty soon. So when you see my newer shows, it may say, hey, I'm Mahana. And this stuff can happen to us, right? I have been able to connect in with my true essence, my pure love, light consciousness of who I am. And with that, right, we might want to be named a new name. So you might want to change your name eventually, and that's okay too, if you so choose. Yes, and we all are so welcome with that. Yes, absolutely. So with this, if you can even imagine that your life is a bit of a journey, would you agree? I know I definitely feel like that. I actually feel like we've having multiple lifetimes in this one lifetime, which we can actually do that too, which is really neat. From what I heard, we had, I think before the 1780s, people only lived in maybe 30s or 40s. People had very short lifetimes. And then there was astrology shifting and new expansions here for us as earthlings here, that now we get to live longer. And there may be a whole nother step coming soon, from what I'm hearing from my spirit team, is that, we may actually have so much technologies opening up within our own selves, and that people are actually going to be bringing here on this planet and creating, that we may live hundreds of years, or who knows, maybe even thousands of years. So everything's going to be changing, if I could just offer that for you. More than we could have ever imagined. It's funny because they have put out movies to let us know the stuff that is possible, because everything is created within us, in our dream, in our creations, in our excitements of things. And then when we put it out, then the gift is, woo, how can we actually go create this now, go live this now in this way? And that's what we actually get to do here. Because you are a divine one, you are literally the I am presence of your own uniqueness here as you. Yes. And what's really key, what we're going to be helping you with, is moving through these difficult parts within you that may be showing up for you. You get to use that energy. It's just contracted energy, or maybe even stuck energy, stuck parts within your own life. If you keep cycling around the same thing over and over the same way, there might be resistance to change, resistance to new things, beliefs about, well, I just can't do that, or beliefs that I'm not good enough, or something's wrong with me, that there's just no way I can do it. We actually create our own limitations within our own selves based on the beliefs that we embodied, especially the first 7 years of life. And the key is you can change these, and you can change this way of being within you. Yes, the answers are in your heart. And that is where it is so vital that we invite you to begin to, one, let yourself dream again, create the goals, create the new ways of being that you would love to be, begin to speak them, begin to feel into them, and even let yourself go imagine You can do journeyings, shamanic journeyings, where you get to actually be with your future self, let's say, who has solved the issue that you're already dealing with. We do help with this with PSYCH-K at the PSYCH-K workshop, and we do teach people how to do this. So you'll be able to learn how to do that. And you can create your own ways. I mean, we're all very creative beings here. So, but yes, if you would like a nice template, we definitely have the template for you, which is good. So let's dive in with the cycling, the rhythm. So if you can just let yourself pay attention to even Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, her rhythms. She has natural rhythms. There's rhythms of the seasons, right? So you have the winter time. We're in the winter time here in the North America now. And then guess what? After this hibernation, condensing down in, slowing down, then in the spring we birth up, right? And start to grow and build new things. So it's really great when we can do this even for ourselves in our own lives. And then the summertime is where people are like full throttle doing all kinds of fun stuff, hopefully going on some nice vacations and enjoying the sunlight and enjoying this beautiful, beautiful world. And the fall time is so beautiful with leaves falling gently, showing us that, yes, we can let go. And it's okay to move through our seasons and have the full harvest, of the things that we desired and wanted to create, and then actually birthing them or blossoming with them. And then we return back into the winter again. So we get every year these cycle with the seasons with Mother Gaia. So you may want to ask yourself, how are you doing? What cycle or what season are you in your life right now? If you could describe that. Do you feel like you're in the winter time where you're just kind of, everything's just slowing down, a little more barren, just time just to be, time to reflect? I know I love to embody that with Mother Gaia. So I love to flow with her same seasons. But hey, you might be in a different season. So let's just say, hey, all those in the North American continent with this season, in this cycle, this rhythm of a slowing down, it lets us know there's a time to slow down and there's a time to speed up, right? There's a time for growth, and then there's a time for the harvest and the plenishment in the fall. We have a time for each of these. And then are you allowing yourself to fully embody all the gifts that are here with each season? And how beautiful is that? So with the winter time, it's actually perfect because we get to, if you can, please open up some time for yourself, even if it's 15 minutes a day, and then eventually move to 30 minutes. But start with 15 minutes a day and put it in your calendar. Have it be something. Yes, I'm going to offer myself. And I love to close my eyes, connect right into my heart center, and we have a power center within us too. My heart center, and I check in. How are things now? And it could be like a grade. Maybe 80% is really good, but there's 20%. Ooh, yucky, or 10%. Ooh, or it could be 30. Whatever that is. All right, you can thank the 80%. Yes, absolutely. Because there are so many things that are going to help support us and help you in every possible way. And we are meant to fully look into where it is those trouble spots, where you feel blocked, where you feel stuck, frustrated, challenged. And it can get into bitterness and anger, any of those things. Let yourself start reflecting on that. Start journaling. That's super huge. Bring up, what is it? Try and see if you can nail down into it. Even just asking those whys. Why am I feeling this way? What is coming up for me with this? And when you do, you can actually then move into what we love to shift is use all of what you're feeling. Let yourself feel all of it. And then what we help with PSYCH-K is you shift into, how do you want things to be instead of that? Now you've used the law of polarity to hit the opposite. And with the law of rhythm and cycle, you're going to actually allow yourself to lift up to a higher level of consciousness instead of just staying stuck, repeating the same patterns over and over again. Let's have you expand. And you have the answer within you. What do you need to believe to help you with doing that? And then what is it that you would love to desire? And that is, such a sweet spot. And what we're going to do here is we're going to be helping you with lifting yourself, healing those parts of your survival mechanisms within you. And then you're going to help with activating your personal power. Yes. So at the lowest foundation of being able to connect back to our love is really at the level that we can call it just the illusion of separation, but in our human parts of us, we really feel like we're separated. So the lowest level, most of us have experiences is shame, or where we feel helpless or humiliated. And many of us have had these experiences. I know I sure have had plenty of them in my life that I have felt and experienced. And many times our bodies hold this energy and it keeps it there. And then if it continues over a long period of time, that's where dis-ease can happen and other issues or a disconnection in relationships and finances. It can affect every area of our life. The gift is you get to use this energy with the cycles of your life and the patterns that you have created. Each of us have created patterns. We each create our own rhythm. You kind of get your own drum beat to your own life. So ask yourself, how is your drum beat going? How is your rhythm? Do you notice if you fall into parts within yourself where you self-sabotage or where you are very critical with yourself, just really hard on yourself? Are you having negative self-talk within you? I had lots of it. I probably could have got a trophy for it. That's for sure. A lot was with the way my relationship was with my father, and that's how he was, and I embodied a lot of that. With the gift of Psych-K and with finding my sacred way within me, I have been able to heal that part within me. I've been able to upgrade my subconscious mind and allow myself to insert in how I would love to be and believe instead. Like instead of criticizing myself, find out how would you rather be? I allow myself to be my own best friend. Wow. Yes, a huge one is the gateway of forgiveness, allowing yourself to forgive yourself. I just had a client the other day that a big one for her, which we use Psych-K with, and she upgraded her subconscious mind. So now this is the new program, which means she's going to have these new experiences. That I forgive myself for criticizing myself. Yes, because how beautiful what she just did there. Forgiving is forgiving. You're opening your heart for yourself, which helps you connect with your love. Yes, yes, exactly. And you can do this. You can absolutely do this because I've done it for myself and I've helped hundreds and hundreds of people do exactly this. A lot of this is in your timing. You have to be ready. You have to be sick of things enough that you're like, this something has to change, which is like perfect. That's actually excellent when that happens because yes, that means you are actually ready to have the courage and the willingness to step in and be in a new way, change in a new way, experience in a new way, and you get to do this. Whew. So what many of us are being called right now is to clean up all of this lack and scarcity mentality, this I'm not good enough mentality, or something's wrong with me, or just doesn't have the self-worth, knowing that you're worthy to have an amazing, abundant, love-filled life because you are. Every single one of us are here, and every single one of us can have this here. And the more that each one of us does this, it's actually going to be a ripple effect for many, many more. So even all my love to you, I am sharing out to you. All my love for myself and with mine with divinity, I'm sharing out with you. May you be able to open up and receive this love. This love flows through me from divinity and from Mother Gaia and my own uniqueness added onto it. And that's what each one of us gets to do here. So with working with our cycles, I had a cycle of very low self-esteem, and a big piece was that when I was 8 years old, I was sexually assaulted by one of my dad's friends that came to visit for like, I don't even know, 3 or 4 days. And in that whole experience, I had so much shame and guilt and fears because I was a little girl and this man is taking advantage of a little girl. And I didn't even realize it though. That's the thing. When we have these experiences, a lot of us don't even realize that for me, I blocked my heart off. I began to just live in my mind. I was in survival mode. I didn't feel safe here at all, especially around men. And I was very hyper vigilant. And yeah, and it can affect it. It creates stress in the body. It can create, the anxieties and just mishaps and just a lot of like conflicting things, challenging things, a whole bunch of stuff in life, right? And many of us have had incidences with any kind of traumas or wounds, or it could have just been a harsh thing that your mom and dad might have said or experienced, and they were just doing the best they can. Especially my parents were too. We all are here to be able to forgive, to let go, and I even forgave my perpetrator completely because that experience actually allowed me when I was ready. And I was so grateful when I learned Psych-K that I began to start healing myself with that. And new things might pop up. So that's the thing with cycles. We'll go around and do really well here. And then you might return back to a same issue again. And for many of us, like, oh man, why is this issue coming up again, right? Well, actually, if you can say it's here so you can clear it up even more and clear it out. So when you can get to a level where you can appreciate anything coming to you, it gets a lot easier. You can be more in the flow. And if you're not there yet, that's okay. You can get there. You can definitely get there. And definitely use a tool like Psych-K or Find Your Sacred Way or breath work. Find something that actually works for you. That meditation. I know meditation can be a beautiful one. Find what works for you, and because you deserve it. It's worth it. You are here for a reason. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Every single one of us is divinely orchestrated here in this beautiful weaving of life, and every life matters. Yours especially. So allow yourself to maybe pick up, if we can offer for you, how about just the top 3 things that are bothering you, bugging you, frustrating you? It could be relationship issues going on, or financial issues going on, or maybe career path, or wanting to live more freely, things like that. And those are my big 3 ones. I'll offer you mine. And then you can pick whatever ones you would like to have too. And then start drilling down into it. You get to totally help yourself with this. And what a gift. Because you have the answer within you. So let's pick one of them. How about relationships? We'll talk about relationships. It's one of my most important, and I love it. I love relationships. I love connecting with people, and I love people, and I love experiencing, and I love hearing stories and people's experiences, and I love to assist greatly. So it's just so awesome. But even for me, going through my life, because of the sexual trauma I had as a little girl, I wanted off the map, like with men. I didn't want any attention from them. So I got married really young to a good family man, and we had 4 kids. But yet, what I didn't even realize that I did, it was all subconscious until I started doing my own personal healing work, is I married someone a lot like my father, where my father was not able to be heart-centered connected with us. He was a Marine, and he acted like a Marine, and he protected us and provided for us, but it wasn't that loving heart connection center. So I didn't even realize I married somebody that we also kind of had that similar relationship. And isn't that interesting, huh? When actually that's one of my most favorite things. I love heart connection. I love it. And so how neat is that? With the gift of PSYCH-K and with finding my sacred way within me, both of those actually have been beautifully guided within me. That yes, I have actually. We completed our relationship with the family, with my ex-husband. And then about a year and a half, I've been on my own. And that was huge, because even with relationships, I had to fully anchor in enjoying being by myself, because I was also programmed that I had to be in a relationship, because everyone in my family is in a relationship. That's just the family I grew up in. And I got that as a belief and as a program and as a way of being, right? So I actually broke that in our family to say, no, I actually can have time for me. And I got to the place, actually, it was in November, where I actually loved it. I actually loved just having my own time for me. And yeah, I felt so free, so independent, so full of life in my life. Yeah, it's actually fantastic. And then guess what? I met somebody. How funny is that, right? It's been about 3 weeks. I'm actually going to meet him in person tomorrow. So yay, super excited about that. So with that, I was able to work with my cycles within me. With the gift of PSYCH-K and with finding my sacred way, I connected within my sacral spots within me, that I was able to, because things have come up, even with meeting him, it feels like a dream come true. And with a dream come true, I had to really make sure, am I worthy of this? Do I really deserve this? And there were parts at the subconscious level of the mind that didn't think I was still, because I was punished as a kid, spanked and punished and that kind of stuff. And I was raised in a religion where it was like a fearful God. So I had to clear those things out too. And what a gift that I did. I cleared them out. And then now I am embodied. So even just with this new relationship coming into my life, it's allowing me to circle into a higher expansion. The rhythm now is to fully embody, knowing I'm fully worthy to have an open-hearted relationship, someone who wants to go deeply heart-centered, connecting and honoring our independence in our deep connection. So you decide what's important for you. These are the things I have written down as goals for me. I've written down for my new ways of being, and I embodied them at the subconscious level, and subconscious level of the mind with the gift of PSYCH-K, which was absolutely transformational. It only takes minutes to do. It's a very simple and fast process, which is fantastic. And then the gift is you actually feel better. Like I am feeling so much better. And with any cycles of any kind of survival or not feeling worthy enough, or feeling any kind of like a helplessness or humiliation or just fear of the unknown, things like that. With the gift of PSYCH-K, I get to shift things. If you don't have PSYCH-K, then use your breath. So connect in, breathe in your new way, clear out your old way. See if that can help you. There are other ways you can find your way. It's just, I know it's awesome when you have awesome tools, and we highly recommend for you to look into that. So the biggest gift you can give yourself with these transformations, let's say with a relationship, like if you would love to have a beautiful, loving, deep relationship, or if you're already in one but it's not going so well, you can see what you can do to rectify it so that you guys can become open-hearted. Does it feel safe for you to speak? Can you speak your truth? I had a hard time sharing what my needs were, or even showing that I had needs. I actually was taught that I wasn't supposed to have needs, so I acted like I didn't. But guess what? We're human. Everybody has needs. Everybody has needs. That's for sure. And that we can receive help. A lot of us also got the overlay of the masculine within us. We have masculine and feminine within us. Next week, we'll be talking about genders. Yes, but because of all the fear in the survival programs a lot of our parents had and that we got from them, the masculine parts have been overlain. And all that is shifting now. The feminine is equalizing and coming in now, if you so choose. We invite that for you because the feminine part of you is the part that feels everything. It's connected with your divinity and your intuition. It has that sense, that sixth sense, which is vital, 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 vital. And then with that, when things feel just right, then you let your masculine come in to take the action or to narrow it down and take the action. The two are meant to work together. Yes. So with cycles, see what you say. Have you been cycling into more of just working from your mind, being logical? That's more masculine. And living from a very cautious state, maybe not trusting people, being suspicious, just guarding yourself. See how you are. And if you are, you can rectify this back to your love and connect back to your love. Would you love to have a deep, open-hearted relationship? I know it's a huge one for me. And I actually just started one for the last 3 weeks. I'm going to be meeting him tomorrow. So there we go. And it was because I actually had it within myself first. So that is where it's so vital. So if you're looking for it outside of yourself, let yourself pause. That's okay. You can have it be a dream. Let it be a goal and a dream in order for you to have a relationship outside of yourself that's loving, heart-centered, and fulfilling. It's vital that you do it with yourself first, inside of you. Yes, it is. And that's, thank goodness, I was so grateful that I did. I took that time, a good year and a half, but especially a whole month. The last November was very potent. So whatever time frame it is for you, which means you'll need to move through your cycles. Be real with whatever's frustrating you or bothering you or what you're angry about or what you are limiting yourself in. Any of those pieces, you can use that energy. You can use all of that. It's actually here for you so you can shift it back into connecting into your love. And how you do that is by changing those programs at the subconscious level of the mind. It's the fastest way to do it. That's for sure. And with great results. Absolutely. Yay. And then find the tools that work for you that helps you with this, because there are mechanisms that we need to use to be able to help ourselves. Definitely. Absolutely. Yes. PSYCH-K and finding your sacred way is my favorite. Like we say, breath work, plant medicines, sound bowl healings, therapy, counseling, whatever it is for you, get the support. You're meant to have supports here, and you're meant to receive all that is here for you because we're going through mighty transformations. Absolutely mighty. Transforming in every way. We're literally dying to our old self and rebirthing into a new self. You get to do that. You get to birth into your new self again. Yes, you do. And it's from your heart's desires. What is it that you want? Yes, and let yourself cycle through. So if you have to go down into the things you're most afraid of, the things you're scared to death about, the things that maybe get you really angry, get into those pieces. Eat whatever those emotions are, they're actually here for you. And whatever thoughts you have that are limiting you, you can switch them into positive thoughts, into enhancing thoughts. You get to do that. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. When you're ready, and all it takes is courage and willingness to say, yes, yes, I am. Because when you do this, you're going to be activating your personal power within you. And that's the gateway. It's like a doorway. It's a gateway from lifting yourself up from survival or lack and scarcity into your personal power. And you get to connect, remembering you are the I am presence here, that you're the creator of your life, the co-creator. And you create everything outside your life based on your internal life. And each of us collectively in humanity are doing this. And vital that each of us do our part. I love to be a lighthouse for the world. You can be a lighthouse too. Absolutely. And it's vital that you connect with your love to do that. Your love and your light. To open up and to fully, unconditionally love your own self, all parts of you. And that's a huge piece, to bring in all those parts. I had all kinds of parts that I fragmented within myself. And I have been able to bring that back to my wholeness. And I continue. It's going to be a life journey for me. So I welcome anything that shows up. There's things that surprise me, and I'm like, oh boy, what's that showing up for? Yeah, okay, let's roll. Well, that's how I feel. No, anything can pass. So whatever you're in, it's, even if your mind tries saying, oh, you're stuck, it's never going to change, nothing's going to happen, I can't do this. Those are just only survival programs that you happen to embody while you were growing up, and you can change those. So take notes of them, notice them. You can even write them down. Just say, all right, capture them. That's what you have, right? And whether you're using therapy or counseling or a best friend, or you can use PSYCH-K. yeah, you can actually, especially with PSYCH-K, it's super fast. You get to transform that back into your new template of your subconscious mind with your new way of being. So you can begin to feel different. You can begin to do things you couldn't do before. And you'll be amazed. You literally will be amazed by that. With your personal power, then that opens up the gateway for you, yes, to begin to feel love. Feel the love of who you are. Feel the joy, the peace, the harmony. This is the flow state. We're lifting ourselves up out of survival or just getting by up into the flow. You get to flow and be your true self. Do what brings you joy. What gets you excited? What can you get lit up about? Start letting yourself get excited about things. Now, how nice is that? Let yourself be childlike. Let that innocence come in. Yes, it is. We have been through so much of the dark times and those shadow times. And the amazing part is that we have gifts within ourselves that we get to use those shadow sides or those dark sides with that we have experienced. It was just the opposite, to bring that in and let this rhythm flow. Let you start to flow again in a natural rhythm. You can create a natural rhythm within you. And if there are times where you're feeling sad or, grieving or just really big losses, embrace that. It's actually an aspect of your love. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself move into it. Breathe with it. And with PSYCH-K, we transform and we shift and we realign back to our peace and our true essence again. And in time, you'll be able to thank that, because you loved so much. When you did lose someone or something, it's because you loved it so much. It was a reflection of your love. And you can reconnect back to your full love again, even from having that really hard or really harsh experience. You can when you choose to and when you desire to. And we invite you for that. So with that, feeling your love, then you get to express your love. Let yourself start speaking good always with yourself and others. Because whatever you put out, that you're literally putting it out into the ethers. So speak good. And if you catch yourself complaining or blaming or putting a whole bunch of yucky stuff on somebody else, notice it and recognize it. Apologize and forgive yourself, because we're all are bringing up all kinds of stuff that are surprising a lot of us right now. And it's okay. It's all here for us, and it all provides opportunity for everybody involved. So just know, whatever you're going through, you are love, and you can feel it. You can connect into your personal power. You can feel it, you can express it. And then at the highest levels with flow, which I love to play in, is the flow of interconnectedness. When you can interconnect with your higher dimensional parts of you, because we actually have higher dimensional parts of ourselves, or even the angelic realm, the ancestral, the ascended master realm, your ancestry, the benevolent ones of your ancestry, and all the beautiful parts of you. There's so many beautiful parts within you. You have so many giftings and uniqueness that there's no one else like you here. If you can, get a piece of paper out and just write down your good qualities. What have you learned? What have you grown in? What are your favorite things about yourself? Yeah, those are huge pieces to do for yourself too. Let yourself express that, and start doing that when you notice in other people. If you can start becoming a good finder, let yourself, this is a beautiful new way to cycle with the flow of love. And then if you drop down into, feeling shame or guilt or fears, worries, all right, pluck it up. It's like pulling out a weed, and then and then letting your garden grow even bigger. We're here cleaning things out. You can use water, the water element to wash things through, the fire to burn it off, the wind to blow it off, right? And then grounding in Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, in your own unique way, in a way that feels good for you. Yes, you get to create the life you desire. You do here. Let yourself dream again. Write down your dreams. Share your dreams with people that you can trust, that can hold and love your dreams, because you want to make sure you have good people that can, really receive well. Use your discernment with that. And when you connect with your love, with this new cycling, because you're cycling up into ascension. You're allowing yourself to, with the rhythms of how the universe works and the rhythm of even how your body works, you'll know when your good parts of your day are, and then maybe when the lower parts of your day are. So use that good parts for the best that you can. And then in the low parts, give comfort, nurturing, nourishing, rest, and care for yourself. Love yourself at every part that you are going through, because we are here to experience, and we're experiencing it all. It's kind of like this. So in time, you can kind of have this nice, where it keeps accelerating, and you may have some dips. We all get some dips, even me included. Absolutely. We all do. We can cycle it. Know that this will pass. This will pass. My sister taught me that. My sister Ellen's 10 years older than me. And when I was 17, she was 27 and she took her life. She jumped off a bridge and her life ended here. And that experience taught me I will never give up on things unless it's something that needs to end. But I mean, as far as no matter how hard anything gets, I am going to find a way to move myself through it and solve it and find the good in it. So I'm grateful actually for that experience, as harsh as it was for her own life. She actually brought me a beautiful gift. And then, well, believe me, I would love to. I wish she could have been here. But in the spirit world, she's awesome. And then we get to come back to life again, where we get to experience in a new way when that time comes. And she already told me she's here, which is awesome. So yay! in our family too. So it's so fun. But with that, no, even really, really harsh experiences, you can still find the treasures. You can still find the gems if you're willing to cycle through. And if you're willing to flow, what you get to do is you get to say, okay, yes, admit if something is really hard and challenging. Trust yourself and know, just allow yourself, speak to yourself and say, listen, I am the creator of my life and I choose to turn this for good in some way. By doing that, you can breathe and release all the emotions and feelings that you are having or you're feeling through. Connect back into your love again. I love to close my eyes and connect right into my heart. You can find wherever it is in your body. We're meant to be in our bodies. We're meant to be fully here and real and be real. Be real with yourself. Trust and know it can take time. And know that you can get all the supports and all the help for you. That's the gift. We're in the best times and we have all kinds of fantastic tools for us to help us with. And you can actually receive those. So amazing with that. Yes, yeah. So yeah, you can even do a grade from 0 to 10. Like, where are you like on your life? It's like having the best, ultimate, fantastic life of a 10 versus 0 is the worst, horrible life you could have ever imagined. Where are you in that scale? You know, some people are doing pretty good. They're like, I'm doing pretty good. But then there's still some stuff. Okay, perfect. You get to use that. Ooh, there's some stuff. Yeah, so you can get really great because you can. And it can be as simple as forgiving, completely forgiving at the subconscious level. You actually have to change it at the subconscious level. Letting go, opening up, opening your heart, connecting to your love, connecting to your knowingness, your true essence. Listening to your intuition. You have intuition within you, and it's vital that you listen to that. Oh, the easiest way to connect to your love is through cycles. And what we invite you to do is begin to cycle up and expand. Recognize that you might be in a pattern or a cycle that's not serving you right now or not helping you or others at this time. Be real, be honest, and it's okay. It's actually showing up here for you. And with doing that, you get to use that energy and you get to transform it into how you want things to be in your new way, because you're the creator of your life, the co-creator of your life, and you actually get to do this. And what we highly recommend is that you actually have tools to help you do this. I know for me, I'm forever grateful 15 years ago when I learned this, and I continue to use it for myself every day. And then I also offer it for clients and anyone else who would love to learn this for yourself. So that's the gift, is you actually get to learn this tool and use it for yourself on a daily basis. What I'm offering as a special gift is what's called a taste of PSYCH-K. And you'll be able to go to my website, igniteandhealyourlife.com, igniteandhealyourlife.com. You can click onto private services. And my private services, I'm offering 90% savings. It's only $24 for 30 minutes of Zoom call, where you get to access some of these things that are bothering you, frustrating you, feeling either bitter or angry about, and shifting that back into how you want to be in your new way. You get to do this. I am also offering an online workshop coming up at the end of this month, January 24th to 26th. You can check my website out for that too. igniteandhealyourlife.com. And with doing that, you can learn this to use this for yourself, just like I did, and just like hundreds of thousands of people have used it. PSYCH-K's been around for over 30 years. 35 years now, and it keeps growing and expanding, and it's one of the easiest and fastest way to help assist you connect to your love again, connect to your heart, to your true essence of who you are, and to clear out those things that are just blocking you, having you feel stuck, or limiting you in any way. You are vital here. You are divine. You are pure love and light here, and it's time for you to remember it and to know it and to feel it and experience it, and you can, and we invite you to that. You're welcome to reach out to me at any time. I am here to assist. I know why I'm here, and I love it. And I love to assist all those who are ready for these changes. All right. Have a beautiful day. Aho.